TNT NBA tip-off is presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley, who gets to wear this for the pregame show after Georgia's victory over Auburn on Saturday.
That ain't gonna fit, Kenny.
It does.
It fits?
Believe me, it fits.
It fits?
Remember, put your fingers in the ear hole and make that thing. There, that's a great fit. That's awesome, Chuckster.
Hold on. Yeah, whatever.
It is. That's nice, man.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Buckle your chin strap. We got some
chin strap.
Take it off, Shaq.
Yeah, you gotta take it off first.
No, leave it back on, man.
No, chin strap.
Why don't that just come out? It goes up. Oh, it's up there.
Oh yeah,
too?
it goes up there. Yeah. All right, put it back on.
I don't even know how.
Hurry up, man. We got work to do.
Hey, man, I don't know how to take this.
Obviously, never.
Right there.
No, I never played football.
That was that one practice that you had before you retired from football.
Can I hear that? Can I hear that fight song again?
Yeah.
Go, 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 go. All right.
Hey, man,
I got a concussion.
That's the real thing. Thanks to the guys up here at UGA. That's a real football. And Greg McGarity, the AD, who I emailed him Monday, and by Tuesday there it was at the house.
This is humiliating America.
Okay, we have stories to talk about here, Chuckster, and we'll begin with the Houston Rockets. And here's the statement from Daryl Morey that was released not too long ago.
I can't take you seriously.
Internal discussion. The Rockets will be parting ways with Carmelo Anthony. We're working toward a resolution. Carmelo had a tremendous approach during his time with the Rockets and accepted every role head coach Mike D'Antoni gave him. The fit we envisioned when Carmelo chose to sign with the Rockets has not materialized. Therefore, we thought it was best to move on, as any other outcome would have been unfair to him. So that's Morey's statement here a short time ago was Mike D'Antoni.
I think in the summer was we tried to hit a home run and didn't work out, and he tried everything he could. He was great while he was here, and just didn't work out for whatever reason. And I just thank him for his professionalism. It was good, and he tried everything we could to make it work, and it just didn't work out.
Funny, that's how we started the show last week when they were playing at OKC in his return to Oklahoma City, and talked about Melo needing to see the game in a different lens, and here we are a week later, and his Rocket stay is over.
Well, I know I'm a fan of Carmelo Anthony. Let's start there. Even though I'm looking at you on the side. First of all, it doesn't look like you have a helmet on. You just got your head painted. Just like your head is that big normally.
Hey, man, this thing is hot.
Yeah, but I think overall.
That's why we agreed pregame show.
Yeah, please.
No, the whole show.
No, pregame. I don't even know.
Chuck, you all right in there, man?
It's hot in here.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate because, like I said, I'm a fan of Carmelo Anthony. I think that he gets too much, and you said this, I think, last week, Ernie. He gets too much discredit for when things go wrong. This was a Rocket team that, also made some really big moves in terms of Trevor Ariza and Abute not signing those two guys or not keeping those two guys. So that also was probably bigger than adding Carmelo, is the subtraction of those two guys. If you had kept one of those guys, especially Trevor Ariza, and had Carmelo, it would be a whole different fit. So I think that their short start is kind of looks like it's being blamed on Carmelo Anthony, and I don't know if that's true, Helmet Head.
I knew that when they picked him up, it wasn't going to work. With Carmelo being a former prolific scorer, it's all about rhythm and touches. And on that team, he wasn't going to touch the ball and get in rhythm every time. So he was going to have to adjust his game. He's not ready for that. He tried that, and when you're a high rhythm, high velocity shooter, you're getting 6 or 7 shots. You don't feel like you're yourself. You can't get into your game, and you can't be who you are.
Quickly on Melo before we move to the Draymond Green.
It's just a bad fit. It's no disrespect.
Kind of like that helmet.
Don't disrespect Carmelo. He's an offensive player. He doesn't fit their system. It didn't fit in Oklahoma City, and it's not going to fit with the Rockets. And he's got to move on.
I love the way they put your name under you while you were talking, because no one would realize who you are. This is just we've gone Draymond Green. We just went overboard right now.
Time to accelerate your game.
Just a little overboard.
Accelerate your game presented by Auto Trader. The numbers for Kevin Durant this season. And he's 4th in scoring, he's 14th in assists. And of course, he had the incident on Monday night as that game went to overtime. As the game was ending in regulation, Golden State had one more chance, and it was Draymond Green with Durant saying, "Give me the ball," who took it himself, lost control, no shot. They lose the game in overtime, and that's what led to the post-game words between the two and a one-game suspension for Draymond Green. So, Chuckster, I'll give you the first crack at that. What do you make of what has been...
Can I take this hat off because I want to be serious for a second?
Yeah, take it off. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
Damn, man. Jeez.
So let me tell you this. Thank you.
Jeez.
This it?
I know your head is bigger.
You need a towel.
So let me tell you this, Ernie. This thing is very simple. I've watched all these doofuses on radio and TV talk about this for the last 2 days who don't know anything about basketball. This is about economics. No matter what happens this year, this is about next year. The Warriors know if they lose Kevin Durant, they're not going to be contenders anymore. They're moving into a brand new building next year. They've got to do everything in their power to keep Kevin Durant. Listen, Clay, Steph, and Draymond, if they move into that new building and they're charging $25,000 a seat, it ain't going to be sold out. The reason the Warriors are a dynasty is because of Kevin Durant, plain and simple.
Oh, stop
they wouldn't have won the last 2 championships if they didn't have Kevin Durant.
You're killing me
So
right now.
they're moving into a new building, and this is what they said. Listen, you shut the hell up. We need this guy. We're going to spank your hand and suspend you for 1 game. Because, Ernie, everybody know anything about basketball. The Warriors are not going to win without Kevin Durant, especially going forward.
First of all, he's obviously, from the way he's talking, he don't know nothing about basketball either. They've won without Kevin before. This whole thing is about communication. Let me tell you a little story quick. I have a pit bull at my house, right? I have to be careful with how I handle that. Draymond made a mistake. If Kevin would have communicated in a different way, like, hey, man, if you'd have kicked that thing to me, I was going to knock it down, we wouldn't have this problem. If you come at a pit bull, this is what's going to happen, right? So, you know, stuff happening in the locker room after that, words are thrown, it's all about respect. You can have those type of altercations anytime you want, but you still got to respect the person as a man.
Yeah, but this is about the Warriors looking at the future. They got a brand new building. They need Kevin Durant.
They won, listen, they won.
You agree with who?
I agree with both of you.
They won 73 games without that man. What are you talking about?
Shaq,
Stop
in
it.
this regard. Kevin Durant has to take ownership to know that this is game 12.
They won 73 games without.
This is the game 12 of the NBA season. He could have communicated
just a little
his need
different.
to get the basketball different. But then we're the guy who overdoes it. He's an overdo it, Dunny. He's going to overdo it every single time.
But the Warriors,
and you can't come at it.
But the Warriors know they're not going to win. They're not going to win without Kevin Durant going forward.
We're not saying that.
They got the NBA record without Kevin Durant. What you talking about?
They lost.
They still won 73.
No, they lost.